Hello everyone. Today I am in Church Street, Bangalore, and do you know that I found a very unique store here. A store that has ancient jewelries, ancient artifacts and a lot of very interesting and unique stuff. So what do you think? We should go and have a visit, right? So what are we waiting for? Let's go fast and have a look at all those ancient jewelries, artifacts and everything that they have. Let's go. So behind me is this hair store which I was talking about, the unique place I found where they have ancient jewelries, ancient artifacts, some clothes, as you can see these beautiful clothes and a lot much more. So we'll be going inside and asking them how did they get all these stuff and where did they get this from and when did they date back and how much are they selling it for. Let's go inside. So here we have Fiza with us, the owner of Haya Handicrafts. First of all, this looks amazing, like seriously.
Thank you.
But I'm really curious to know, like, how did this start? Like, how did you get the interest in handicrafts, ancient jewelries, and like all these carpets and everything? Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, we basically started, my husband encouraged me all the time that I should pursue my childhood dreams. I had passion endeavors and we started off 21 years back, 2004. By a humble beginning was a boutique. And we had a very small place where we started only with Pret Potter and haute couture. We have 40 plus designs, starting from 500 to in lakhs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Small piece of jewelry or a painting on a gift box, like a marble box, all of it takes a lot of creativity. So you cannot just mark a price on it and then say, this is cheap art.
Can you just show our audience a
Why
few
not?
of
Why
these
not?
and give us a little brief about where did you get this from?
Yeah.
How much do you sell it for and like their speciality?
Yeah, I don't mind. We get them from very many places.
Okay.
So it all based on the mines. Okay. From like Kashmir, blue sapphire is very good from Kashmir. From Jaipur.
So can we see her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have pearls. We have things coming from Alipur in Karnataka, from Jaipur. These come from Jaipur. This is emerald.
Okay.
These are amethysts. They are precious stones.
Different.
I wouldn't like to sell costume jewelry or plastic for that matter, because this is all ethnical, out and out, different. And the way it is, sometimes if you look at stuff like the Victorian jewelry collection, their stuff like that, designs have never changed over the years.
So how much do you sell it for and what is the speciality about it?
So it is basically per carat.
Okay.
So according to the weight, yeah, we sell it according to the weight and we calculate the carats, and according to the weight we sell.
Okay.
And there is emerald, there is ruby, there is multi, where we have ruby, blue sapphire. This is again yellow sapphire, emerald, all put together.
Okay.
And it looks good. The color combination, it comes out in layers. The beauty is like enhanced.
It's just looking very colorful. Very good.
So this is a must-have for for a ladies' collection of jewelry. Yeah.
Okay.
Every woman is a designer on her own.
So according to the type of jewelry
Weight,
it is and weight, it'll
just
cost.
like diamonds, the same way. Carats, they are precious stones and they are semi-precious also. They are stuff like here. They are combination of red coral and a black star, and we have stuff here where it's a little semi-precious black pearl and lemon topaz and smoky topaz put together. Opals is a combination here. It's really beautiful. It's again an experiment. when
Okay.
where all sorts of stone, and this is Victorian jewelry where we have stuff which is, this is all ruby, zircons. This combination is very popular because this basically nothing has changed about it
Okay.
from the Victorian era. This is a
Victorian
combination.
era.
Yeah.
Okay, since then.
These were made when there was Queen Victoria,
Okay, so these
and nothing
are,
has changed from
Okay.
in that traditional way. These are made. They come from Jaipur, and
So basically-
emerald, and this
Yeah.
is ruby, and blue sapphire. A combination of these three stones, and they are lovely. I mean,
So basically, they
they're
date
cocktail
back
rings.
since they date back to the timing when Queen Victoria
Yeah,
was
and
there.
nothing has changed. The way they
Okay.
were made then, the tradition goes.
But also we can see in your store there are like a lot of handicrafts as well apart
Yeah.
from jewelry.
Yeah.
So let's go there and
Why not?
have a look as well.
Yeah.
So as I told, there are a lot of beautiful handicrafts as well. The first thing that caught my eye is these elephants.
Yeah.
These elephants are looking like amazing. So can you tell me a little bit about like where did you get these from and what are their significance and everything?
It's all about we are actually very famous for elephants. They, just like the tiger, elephants are when people come down to collect a souvenir, we give them an elephant keychain.
Okay.
This is carved from one block of wood, and it's rose wood that comes from Mysore. This is from Rajasthan with engraving inlaid work, and that again is a golden touch given to a piece of wood. So it's very wonderful where the wood sculpture is very different in different parts of India. It all comes from different states, and like you see this again comes from Rajasthan.
Okay.
And there are elephants where we have metal. We have this Channapatna, these block of wood.
These
This comes
idols
from,
are also looking wonderful.
yeah. This you will also find very different from each other.
Okay.
This is Lord Krishna, and look at the carving. It's so beautiful. It's
Amazing.
very different according to the intricacy of the work,
Okay.
and it is priced higher. And this, see, again, it's a work of art. It's a piece of wonder because it's one single piece of wood where the carving is done. Can you imagine how they have managed to do such a thing?
Also, if we see, you have like these. What are they used for? These are looking really beautiful.
The actual
absolutely.
pearl,
This is actual pearl.
original, yeah.
Okay.
And this is a pearl oyster,
okay.
where this is how the pearl is made inside the sea. And this is an actual pearl. We keep it natural. We don't want to scrape it off.
Okay.
So it is very natural, you can see.
Okay.
And people do want to collect piece of nature like pebbles,
Pebbles.
from the sea, yeah. And seashells. This is something like that. And here we have these again are from Rajasthan, Jaipur, Udaipur, different places, Ganganagar, Kota.
Oh, these.
These are paper mache. It's a cat. It can be a
Okay.
gift box.
Gift box.
Yeah. And
Like-
again made of paper pulp
Okay.
with glue, and they put it in molds, and then they polish it, and then basically paint it with vegetable dyes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So like eco-friendly.
Yeah. Everything here is eco-friendly
Absolutely.
Handmade.
Okay.
and organic. This is again vegetable dyes. It's an
Okay.
ashtray for that matter, but then it's painted
Yeah, but it's looking beautiful to be
Yeah.
honest.
with a brass top.
Okay. Okay, this is looking pretty.
Yeah, very pretty.
Okay.
Because there's a very beautiful antique painting on it. Like I told you, it's very difficult to do this.
Do this absolutely because doing in a very small area,
Yeah.
it's quite difficult.
These are tea coasters again. A set of 6 in a box. Makes a lovely gift.
So we also have Mr. Hakim with us. And then I saw those handicraft and therefore jewelries. But apart from that, I can see you have beautiful carpets. Okay, you sell here. So please tell us where did you get these carpets from? What are their specialities?
Most of these carpets are procured from Kashmir. Kashmir has a specialty of weaving carpets. This is a handmade, hand knotted silk carpet.
This whole carpet.
This
is
whole handmade. Yeah, I can show you like this. When you turn it like this, it has 40 into 40 knots. That's 1600 knots per square inch.
Okay.
Not a machine can do it. And the theme and the design of this carpet is, this is called color of life. This is called color of life. And in Kashmiri, it is called dabda. Each one, shows a plant or a design which is called color of life. Basically, the way they weave, the weavers never know what they are weaving. They only have a language, which is a very ancient language, which says put 20 blues threads, put 10 threads, and then the design comes up. Besides that, we have bigger carpets, bigger size. We have Persian carpets, we have Afghan carpets, we have Turkish clumps, and this is our specialty. And this carpet weaving thing, which comes from the Kashmir, this is one of the best carpets. And it costs you around 7,000 to 8,000 per square inch, per square feet.
Per square feet.
This is a 6x4. That is.
So how much would
this
this
is a
cost?
24 into 7,000 rupees. That's the cost. And this lasts you forever. This lasts you forever. And older it gets an antique, the value increase. It's like investing in an asset.
So the carpets you have, they are like old or they are like freshly made?
We have fresh carpets, we have antique carpets, we have chain stitch rugs, we have all kinds of carpets. That's our specialty. This being a smaller place, we have put few, but once you want to see, we have a warehouse wherein we can take you and we can show you the carpet.
So can we have a look at any antique carpet that you have?
Sure. This is an antique carpet, which the origin comes from Kandahar, Afghanistan.
Okay, this is from Afghanistan.
Kandahar. They make carpets. These are very, very rugged carpets. They last you hundreds of years. And probably, I'm not sure of the age, it could be more than 100 years old.
Okay, so this is more than 100 years old.
It's an Afghan carpet. It's a purely an Afghan carpet.
How much would you sell this for?
This is a clump. This costs you around 34,000 rupees.
34,000 rupees. This is from Turkey.
This is from Turkey.
This is beautiful actually.
Beautiful carpet.
Okay, now we have Pashmina with us as well. So we'll have a look at that. So we have these beautiful Pashminas here in front of us. So can you please tell us, where did you get these Pashminas from? Do you import it, or they're handcrafted here only? Can you tell us about it?
We have a collection of things that start with a silk base and a wool base. Okay, basically categorized into two. This is again a very beautiful piece. The color combination is ideal. I'll show you something with needle work that has work all over the shawl, one by one. So you get to have a clear idea. This is again a fusion of needle work here, there. It's a combination of work. It looks awesome. It's a fashion accessory altogether, and there are very many needlework shawls varieties. The variety is endless. There are motifs all over on the base of wool. There again we have very beautiful export house stoles. Look at the needlework. And when you can see there is a gap in between. There's a lot of applique made. Yes, yeah, very soft. Yeah. And the finer the wool, the costlier it becomes.
Okay, and how much?
It's all hand woven. Yeah. And just think of the intricacy of the embroidery that is done here. It's made with a single needle, so it's like it looks embossed. But at the same time, there can be only one laborer who can do this and one artist.
Okay.
Because if two hands make the thing, then it would make the whole thing inconsistent. The work has to be consistent all over. So if there are two people, it would be very obvious. So this has to be done by one artist. That is the reason number of man hours that takes to make this is months. So absolutely. This is the reason that Kashmiri shawls are expensive. So it is a general idea that no, it is like you put it in a machine and something is churned out of it. No, it's not the truth. I'll show you pieces. I have wonderful pieces. They're like out of this world. I'm in love with them. They're awesome. Look at the work, Ari work. It's all over. We have very wonderful pieces, and like this, there was this Italian designer who came down and who was like flabbergasted looking at the patterns, the orchids. It's like whole, literally a garden out there.
Garden, absolutely.
Okay,
And they are sold for
those for different prices.
different price. But this one, like, I love this one because it is looking wonderful.
This is from an export house in Srinagar.
Okay.
And per square inch it is on a wool, it's 35,000. It's all handmade. Like, you can make out the difference where you have loose ends on the back side. It is very different. It's a designer piece.
Okay.
We custom made this, and this is one of the rare pieces. This is again a Jamawar lookalike. If you have the real Jamawar, it would cost you more than a lakh. When you visit Srinagar, you go to Boulevard, and the starting prices of Jamawars is over a lakh of rupees.
A lakh of
Yes, this is a different version of it, and this would cost you somewhere around 12,000.
12,000.
Yeah, and we have
Very
silk
soft.
base. Yes, we have so many beautiful pieces. The list is endless.
Okay.
We have them in borders for people who want, you know, a little in discretion, where they want a little work, you know.
So this is all about Haya Handicrafts, which is located in Church Street, Bangalore. And I hope you liked all the stuff available here. If you liked this video and if you loved all this handicrafts and ancient jewelries, do subscribe to our channel Freedom Business English, and thank you for watching.